Hi, it's good to see you again. I am imagining who is watching right now and just sitting down with you to be able to have a great conversation and an encouraging conversation. So I hope you'll pull up a cup of coffee or a hot chocolate and sit down for 2 or 3 minutes here to be encouraged and to have some new tools to be able to go and be more powerful in the way you're living. Um, my name is Laurie Wallin. I am the owner of Living Power Life Coaching, and I work with people to thrive through challenges that they're facing in their life. We do that through a lot of different ways, and today I want to talk about one way that I think is a very simple, not easy, but simple way to be able to overcome challenges that face us during our lives, and that is to relabel, to give it a different name than what we tend to give it. And I'm going to give an example of that. My daughter, Angelina, she is adopted from foster care, and she is almost 8. This month she'll be 8. And she works through a lot of negative labels a lot of the time. She tends to be a very down kid, and it's been a real journey for me to be able to help her to rephrase what she's seeing in life and to process it in a way that is helpful to her instead of really stressing her out and making her go down a spiral towards a major meltdown and a tantrum. So this morning we were sitting at breakfast, and she was not able to get her shoe fastened. And anybody with a child with special behavioral needs is going to know that that is automatically going to be a recipe for a massive blowout. So she can't get this fastened. Mom, can you help me? She says. And I try, but it's really not meant to fasten the way she wants it to. And so I say, gosh, we can't do that this time. And I know already that she's going to lose it when I say this. And so she does. And she crumples onto the floor, and she's kicking and screaming and throwing stuff in the kitchen, and all the while I'm using a calm, kind of quiet voice with her. Hey, you know what? I wonder what we're telling ourselves right now. I say, I wonder if you're saying, I can't do this. I'm helpless. I can't do this right. I'm never going to get this done. I am such a bad kid because I can't figure things out. I'm so stupid, and my mom can't help me, and she can't figure things out, so that makes me unsafe. And all of these words that I've heard her say when she's more lucid, I'm speaking them back to her, saying, I wonder if that's what we're saying right now. And I wonder if we can say instead, I can't do my shoe the way I want to, period. Speak the truth in that moment. Put the label of the truth onto that moment. And so I would just keep saying that. I just can't fasten my shoe the way I want to. And that's all. And I said it over and over again with her. And I'm a good kid, and I speak it out loud as though I'm her thoughts. And I'll figure it out next time, and this one's tough, but I bet we'll get through it, and those kinds of affirmations. To give it a different spin for that situation, to rethink it, kind of for her in that moment because she's not able to do it. And as I've been able to do this with her, she is able to pull out of that spin, that negative tailspin, faster and faster. And probably a couple years ago when I first started doing this, I would always be really nervous, like, oh my goodness, how is this going to go? I was giving myself all these negative messages. I don't think this is going to work. She's going to be screaming for the next 5 hours, and we're never going to get out of the house. We're not going to get to the store. I'm not going to be able to get done when I want to do. And so I've also had to talk myself through those moments and to be able to say, I can do this, and even if it does take a little bit of extra time, people will understand if we're a few minutes late for school. The teacher and the principal already know what's going on, we will get it done. We've never gone without groceries. Thank God. I don't think it's going to happen this time. So we'll figure it out, So I just encourage you to speak the truth to yourself in the situations that become a challenge, to be able to say, gosh, I'm not helping things out. I'm making this more of a challenge than it needs to be. Either if it's dealing with a child who's really difficult sometimes, to be able to say, this kid's just struggling. She's not difficult. She is stressed. She's frustrated. She can't figure this out. Let's partner together and do this. And hey, self, you're doing a great job too. And you're going to figure this out. And you will get through this, and this will pass. To be able to speak the loving and the encouraging words to ourselves in those moments so that we don't create more of a challenge. So give it a shot. The worst that can happen is things are better than they usually are in those situations. And if you'd like somebody to talk with further about this, I would love to talk with you. There are a lot of different exercises and activities that we could do to just get you jump started in creating that as a new habit in your life, to be able to rephrase and to speak the truth into situations that classically feel overwhelming. So the contact information for me is following this video, and I would love to hear from you. Have a great day.